telling you all what we're doing. Are you ready? We are going to make the greatest boy band of all time. What is more boy band than the established boy bands of the 90s/2000s? So in the film Together, released on MTV, they established the boy band formula. And that is the formula that we are going to follow today. Okay, so the roles established by this film are the shy one, the bad boy, the older brother type, the heartthrob, and the cute one. I put up a poll in Discord. We narrowed it down. I'm going to take the top 3 from each category as voted on by the community. And then in chat, we're going to discuss. And then we're going to vote. The nominees for the heartthrob, Locke is up there. Locke is out here. Locke got the most votes by the community, by the way. Locke was like far and away the favorite of this whole situation. Number 2 in votes, the next nominee, might surprise some people. Thancred from Final Fantasy XIV. I don't have a transparent image for this. It's fine. Tied with Thancred for 3rd place to be the heartthrob of our boy band. This really surprised me, but I'm also really proud. Let's talk about this. Who has the personality to lead this boy band as the heartthrob, to be on the billboards at the center? Who's gonna do the Nick Carter, like, chest flex? Who's like the heartthrob of NSYNC? JC? Was it? No, Justin was the cute one and it was JC. Locke is funny, ambitious, would probably be great in interviews. Noctis, you know, nepotism baby. Has some famous parents, some royal lineage. Locke is the thief and could steal your heart is a good point. Now, what we're not talking about is Thancred. Also does well, you know, in a group, has a lot of experience with flashy clothes. Thancred went out of his way to take care of his friends every single time. That is true. I mean, I will give all of them the credit here for doing that. They all have, I think, in some way. I feel like Locke, great team player. Thancred, great team player. Noctis, great team player. They're all great team players. But Noctis had those friends from childhood. Who would do the best completely thrown into a random new situation at a boy band casting? You'd be worried that Noctis would turn out to be a little bit dramatic, says Makeshift Wings. It looks like Locke has won. Do you think that Thancred and Noctis are sad that they didn't make the cut on making the band? You did it, buddy. Congratulations. You're the band's heartthrob. So we've got our heartthrob. Okay. The nominees for the bad boy. The leader of the pack was Kane. Now, the next spot is where it gets really dicey and confusing. Okay. Balthier, you would think, is 2nd place. But no. That's right. Setzer. So I don't even need to talk about the others because these two had so many votes that it's kind of null. So we're really deciding between Kane and Setzer. Kane will steal your girl. Kane will stab you in the back. Kane will flip-flop all the time on you. Setzer, we're using Kingdom Hearts design for this. Setzer will gamble all of the money that Setzer makes in the boy band. I'm just gonna say, is gonna definitely be in the news for having like a gambling problem. Kane gives me Kevin Richardson vibes. It's true. I don't know why I said Keith. Kevin Richardson, yeah. He appreciates opera art and regularly rebels against governments and disrupts its performances. Yeah. Who's the better dancer of the two? And who do we think has a better vocal ability? I feel like Setzer always had a lot of money, so he could probably pay to have better vocal training. Kane, I don't know. In the 3D version with the voice acting, has a really deep voice. Could definitely be like the Lance Bass tone of the group. Okay, Kane is wrecking the poll right now. So we have our bad boy for our boy band. I'm sorry, Setzer. You just didn't make the cut. Look at our boy band so far. So this next category is the shy one. We've got Squall from Final Fantasy VIII, Shadow from Final Fantasy VI, and Vincent from Final Fantasy VII. This was the tightest category as far as votes. This is I think gonna be the one we debate the most. There are pros and cons to all of them. I think Vincent would carry all the outfits very well. Okay, who's gonna be the best dancer? Probably Shadow. I think Shadow's gonna have the best dance moves. I think Vincent probably secretly has the best voice, but Squall's gonna do the best in interviews, you know? Because if he doesn't like a question, he'll just be like, whatever. And that's Shy Guy energy. Squall does know how to dance. That's true. Oh my God, valid point. Squall did dance in Final Fantasy because it was part of his SEED training. So you think that SEED training was about being in the military, but it was actually training Squall to be a boy band member, much like K-pop idols go to training. They go through the training process. Squall kind of already did that. But Vincent probably learned how to dance from Shinra. I just feel like Squall needs to be in the band. I feel like he would definitely fit the look of the band so far. Okay, prefers to associate with his dog, and compliments clearly make him uncomfortable. Definitely the shy one with some heaping helping of social anxiety. He's also a losable, missable character depending on the choices made. True, and we can also give that point to Vincent too, also a missable character. That's valid. The problem with Shadow and Vincent is they're so shy they might not show up. That's true. As long as Shadow gets paid, he's happy. That's true. Shadow is probably there for the paycheck. Vincent, I don't know what his motivation to be in the band even would be. You know? Shadow will show up 5 seconds before the show starts. Their other members are like, where is he? Number 1, start show. Number 2, wait for Shadow. Squall is 1. That's it. It's Squall. That's the group so far. Kane, Squall, and Locke. Next role, we did the bad boy, like I said. We're going to do the older brother type. There are 2 of the characters tied far and away ahead of votes. So we're going to just narrow it down to the 2. I was very surprised that he did as well as he did. He had so many votes. This is going to be the toughest decision ever. Now we have to think of the pros and cons. Ignis! Okay. Cool under pressure. Can cook and take care of everybody. Is shown to be very caring and brotherly. Has already, obviously, a killer sense of fashion. Is used to getting his picture taken. Is used to traveling long distances. You know, in a car or maybe some less than ideal method of travel. Edgar has the swagger with the ladies. Is going to get a lot of new fans into the fandom. Definitely going to do that. Also seems to have a very carefree energy. Will bring some spice into the band. Knows how to use a chainsaw. Hits on anything that moves. Yeah, Queen. Valid. Nice. That's a good point. Edgar is more Joey Fatone vibes. Right, because who are the older brothers that we're thinking of, right? It's definitely Joey Fatone is the most iconic person to hold the role, I would say. All right, it looks like we do have a clear winner. We have Mog from Final Fantasy VI going for the cute one. We also have Vivi from Final Fantasy IX competing for a slot. Got a lot of votes. And the final character to get a ton of votes was Hope from Final Fantasy XIII. I did pick the slightly aged up Hope. Now, Vivi is my favorite character of all time. Okay? Vivi's my favorite character of all time in anything. So there's a little bit of a bias here. I don't know if Vivi could handle the rigorous schedules and stresses that come with being in a boy band. I don't know. Is Mog gonna fill that role of the cute one to the fans of the band? I feel like Mog's got a little bit of sass. We have to think about who can be the best dancer as well. I don't know if Vivi's gonna be able to keep up with the choreography. Mog's whole thing is music, dancing, and jumping. Yeah. Hope has been through some trauma, so like maybe could fit the cute like archetype in the way of like pity. We have a tie between Hope and Vivi. Mog is done. You're cut from the band. So now we have to have a round 2. Mog is gonna become a solo artist, I think. Ironically, Mog had more votes than anybody in the community poll, but is not winning the chat poll in live stream, which I think is really funny. I think Vivi is too shy to do dancing well, says Rosie. Who's gonna wave to the crowd when they're on tour? Who's gonna have the most people buying Tiger Beat magazine? Vivi had an interest in stage performance and theater. Vivi's been on stage. Seems most of Team Mog went over to Team Vivi. All right, I think it looks like Vivi has won. You did your best, Hope, but you have not won. The band is now complete. We've got the boy band. I mean, I'm proud. I think this is good. Does this go the way that I thought it was going to go? No. I thought y'all were going to pick Reno as the bad boy from 7. I thought Cloud was going to be the shy one. I thought that the cute one would definitely probably go to Mog. And I thought that Balthier would have a shot at bad boy. I don't know. It didn't go the way that I thought.